Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel where today we are going to be going over Haunted Halloween 86, the sequel to Haunted Halloween 85. And as you can see here, we have the physical copy of this, but it is available digitally as well. We did see it on the Xbox store for 10 bucks. And we're going to be going level by level. In today's video, it's just going to be level 1. So stay tuned, and if you want to see more of this, some more levels, let us know in the comments. But today, let's get to level 1. Alright, so the first thing I want to say about this game is the music is actually pretty fire. When we first popped this thing on, that main screen that we just passed there has some really good music. And then the levels here, and I think we made it to level 4 or 5 so far. Each level has a very distinct music, and it's actually really good. So we never played 85, but 86, great music. So here we go. This is just this first opening segment here where it's telling us all about the game, kind of some backstory in it. If you guys want to read all this, it tells you the two characters there, the guy with the P on his shirt, the girl, I believe that's a P on her shirt as well. They're the two main characters. We're running around the town, and this is just kind of like the intro where you talk to this dude, I guess LP, I think his name was Lopopin, that's how we say it there. And we don't know where his legs are at, if he's dragging them, if he's a ghost. We're a little confused. Again, we didn't play 85, so a little confused on who Lopopin is and what he's doing here, but we apparently know him rather well and have a full-on conversation with this ghost man that's dragging his legs, or ghost man that doesn't have legs. If you've played 85 and you know anything about Lopopin, or even how to say it, please let us know in the comments, because this is one of the things that caught us off guard right in the beginning. Lopopin dragging his legs, or dragging his waist. I don't know. I don't know much about him, but it's a little odd. But he's telling us there's some stuff going on, and you know, will you guys go investigate it? So in this game as well, you can change between the guy and the girl. So I think it's Donnie and Tammy, I believe it is. We'll see it here. Yeah, Tammy is the girl and Donnie is the guy. So you can change between them. We didn't know that the first run through or playthrough, and it makes it much easier knowing that you can change it, and it adds a little bit of strategy here, because you can get injured, and then when you change to the other character, they're not injured. And you know, you kind of go back and forth, and you can heal them based on if you're playing with them. If you can get a candy corn, which gives you a little bit of health, whoever character you're on. You can get a candy bar, which completely fills the health of whoever you're on, or you can get a candy bucket, which fills both characters' health all the way up. And you'll see the health meter is actually the color of your skin will turn green the closer you are to dying. So, but here we go, a little bit more of the story. We'll get into the actual meat of this first level coming up, and see, here we go, this place is a dump. And again, we did play this on NES, so the quality doesn't look nearly as good as it did on my Xbox when I played it digitally. But we did want to play this on the actual card. So here comes chapter 1. Let's get to it. Alright, so some of these characters, and again, we're still early on in the game, some of these characters we thought we couldn't even kill. So if you see us jumping over them, that's why. But it's also one of those games that once you scroll past something, you can't go backwards. So pretty typical for this era, but here's a candy corn. You'll see if you get that, it gives you health. We really didn't need any there, but... So these guys are a good example of we didn't know we can kill them. We find out later on in the game, I guess. And you know, before we go any further, read the book. If you have the physical copy, read the manual. It's very helpful. It tells you a lot about how each of these guys die. We didn't know we can kill that dude, so we just kept running past him. But really, if you punch him in the head, his head flies off. And he's he's one we just kept running from because we just kept jabbing him. Jab, 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 jab. And he wouldn't die. And you'll see, like, even that little bug dude, I don't know how to kill him either, to be honest with you. But when you hit him, he flips over. But these dudes were like, dang, they don't die. So we kept running. But you'll see in further on, we bop them in the head, and then they're gone for life. So also another cool thing about this game is if you are injured and you go bopping on dudes and kill them, you can actually get some health back. So it encourages you, instead of just running from the characters, to actually attack. And so that's another cool feature of this. But I still think at this point, I don't think we knew we can switch characters, or we weren't really needing to anyway. But you'll see when we hit that button, she performs a little bit differently than he does as well. A little bit more karate, some nice little low kicks. We don't know who this trench coat dude is. Again, maybe he's in the first one. Maybe he's in 85. He appears to be our friend. But Trenchcoat Man says, hey, keep going. You know, there's a cave back there. So you can see we're jabbing on these guys. And there we go. We figured out you can switch. This might be the first time we figured out you can switch. But she has some pretty cool, like, look at that little, oh, that ground kick, that jump is pretty sick too. Here we're testing out her moves. She has some sick kicks, man. He's more of a puncher. She's more of a kicker. And it adds a nice little change when you do change the characters. So one of the things we saw too is some of the simplest things. You see it in these old school games, that dripping like goo. I hate that stuff, man. Or just jumping on these little pedestals or floating rocks. Sometimes can be the hardest thing. Like it's ridiculous how hard some of these old school games are, and it's really simple stuff. And there we probably should have changed to the girl character, which we failed. But kill count of 16, still got 5 lives. And I don't think I mentioned the lives are actually tracked via like soda pops or soda cans. So if you see a soda can, you get it, that's an extra life. Here we go, jabbing that dude, bam. I don't know why we're not just running past these clowns at this point, but we'll jab on this dude, bam, hit him with it, and then we'll do this double jump, jab that guy, not very good. This must be me playing. So a little background, me and Jared are both playing. We're kind of passing it off to each other. And when one of us dies, the other guy gets it. So up there, look, soda can, bam, extra life. And you can see right here, we need to be switching characters. I don't know if we're just not quite familiar with it yet, but I don't remember. We did make it quite... Oh, here we go. Okay, we switch characters. And now you can see she has full health, and she hits that little dude with that sick kick. But she has full health. So we need to stay on this girl until... you know, if we see a soda can, or sorry, we see something to repair health, maybe we can switch back and try and heal that other dude. But for now, we got to stick here. But again, here comes a jump with some drip. This creepy little, I don't know what that dude is, kind of like a swamp thing. Those ones, I don't know if we ever figured out if you can kill, but nonetheless, we just ran from them. And a little bit more of that same thing, just jumping, dripping. I don't know if we just hit the roof there or what, but for some reason, even with the advanced tech that we have, and there we go dying, and the games we play nowadays, for some reason, we're struggling with the simplest of jump moves. So, as you can see here, we were like, dude, we're hitting our freaking heads and dying? Oh, this was Jared. Yeah, because Jared was much better here. But we're hitting our heads and dying. This is ridiculous. And then a swamp guy's coming. What a hot mess this is. And this is only level 1. It does get harder the further we went. Some of the bosses get pretty intense. But sick move there, switching to the girl, hit his head like an idiot. And then it was like, oh, where am I supposed to go? I remember this part right here. we didn't know we can kill this guy again. So he's just doing these kicks, and he's like, "What am I supposed to do?" And really, we found out you got to jump up there. You can't really see it too well in this grainy video, but there's supposed to be like some spider webs or something up there to the top right. And we got to jump and knock a hole in it and then go through. So now we're in the minecart area, and still hitting him with those low kicks. Just was out of range, but now we killed the little rat man. We said the rat guy, when he stands up, looks like Alf, and you have to be kind of old to know who Alf is at this point. But if you look, bam, when he stood up, it looks like Alf to us anyway. This is a green Alf, but so far we were thoroughly enjoying this game. Now we played this game in one sitting. We didn't beat it yet, but we played it for 2 hours straight. I haven't played a new game in a long time for 2 hours straight. So let that be. It is what it is, I guess, at this point. But it's a really fun game. Now here we got confused, and again, because it's so low image quality, we thought we had to break through something. We just can't see what we're supposed to break through, and then there's a hand there, stupid swamp man hand coming up from the ground, and this is where Jared's like, "What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?" And I said, "Jared, calm down, dude. Hit the coal. Hit the coal. We're in a mine. Hit the coal and knock your way through the coal, and then you'll find where we're supposed to go." And he's not listening to me. He's jumping back and forth. He hit that like, "Oh, I can't go. I can't go." It's like, Jared, no, hit the coal. Look, swamp man over there stuck on the coal. Hit the coal. He's not listening. Still not listening. What's coal? Like, Jared, that stuff over there, we use it for energy and stuff, dude. Like, we burn it. It's coal. Go over there and hit that. You'll go right through. Doesn't listen, doesn't listen, doesn't listen. Oh my God, it's even hard watching it back. I apologize to whoever's watching this right now. But finally, he's gonna jump over this swamp man, hit the coal, boom, boom, boom. He's gonna hit swamp man and kind of just knock him out of the way. Do a double jump, sick little double jump there. And then again, we don't know we can kill these guys yet, so we just jumped them all. So if you're hating, we didn't know. Okay, we should have read the book. We didn't. But stupid swamp man just falls right off the edge there. And now we're making it to, I believe this is the last portion of the level before we get to the boss, I think, if I recall correctly. But as you can see, they're both equally green, but she turned a little bit white because she got some health back from killing on that dude. But when they're both equally green, it's just whatever character you like more, I guess. And so we stuck with her here because her jumping ability is phenomenal. And as I said, her jumping ability is phenomenal. Jared decided to jump right off the edge there. Now, one of the things we did notice, and as you can see, I remembered those guys were coming, so I hit that little low kick. Bah, 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 bah. I knew they were coming, so I low kicked them before the screen was even popping. I was just jamming that button to hit the low kick. But nonetheless, hitting some of these buttons, they would double jump on accident, and that's what happened there when Jared fell off the edge. He double jumped. Unlike me, because I'm a much better player, I double jumped legit. He double jumped and just fell right into the to the pit there. So I believe we're getting close to the boss, if I'm not mistaken. And the boss was actually a little bit difficult. I'm a little scared here. I don't know if there's something coming. I'm going slow. And oh, these bird dudes are pretty tough. They just come down and just straight hawk on you. And I believe this is the boss here. So stay with us. We don't beat this boss on the first try. In fact, I think it takes almost all of our lives. And it reminds me, like in these old games, you didn't have, you know, the internet or you know, Nintendo Power. Well, I guess you had a Nintendo Power, but you didn't have the internet or somewhere you can just go and look up how to beat these dudes. And so for me, I was just getting smacked. I got murked on, mollywopped, whatever you want to call it. They kicked my butt over and over and over again. Now that candy bar there, that gives you all health, but we're full health anyways. But nonetheless, this is Jared here. Now you can see he's playing after me. He's like, oh, maybe I know what to do. We're so confused. We had producer Rich sitting behind us in the freaking gallery, or peanut gallery, telling us, you gotta do this, gotta do it. He was completely wrong. And so we're trying to do the best we can, but it's tough. We don't know how to beat this dude. We're still just feeling it out, you know what I mean? And we did want to play this as realistic as we could to what we would have played if we were playing back in the day. Now, this game wasn't made in the 80s. It's rather new compared to that, but we did want to play it as honest as we could. We didn't look anything up. We didn't look for any passwords or anything or cheat codes. We played it as honest as we could, and you can see here, it almost cost us. So I'm a little better this time than I was the first time, able to drop from level to level. but this rock dude, he just had my number. And fortunately, I think that's the first time we hit him, and we realized, okay, maybe you got to hit him like that. Not sure even how I hit him, but bam, I try to hit him again. He hits me, turns me green, and then I get smacked on, turned into the little dead zombie girl. So I believe this is our last life. I think this is where Jared defeats this monster. I could be wrong though. So here he is going a little scary. He's like, okay, monster guy's coming from there. He knows how to hit him now because I hit him for the first time. So I'm really the reason why we even have a chance at beating this. And okay, nice little jump there. Okay, jump up, bam, smacked him again. Great work there. Learning from my mistakes, but still learning from me, who should get all the credit here. And boom, Jared's popping on him. But until he turns like that gray color, he hasn't been hit. So Jared got hit by a minecart. Boom, here we go. Bam, hits him again, turns gray. I think that's like a third hit. We're like, oh, dude, we're going to do it. Here we go. Third hit. Ooh, hit him with the fourth hit. Don't get hit by this thing. Where's the minecart coming from? Boom, nice. Stay towards the left. Give yourself some room. Mollywops that guy again, right back in the head. I think we're like, oh, dude, one or two more hits? One or two more hits? Let's go. No, one more hit didn't do it. Get away from... Oh, it did do it. I don't know why it's delayed, but it did it. All right, so after you beat that clown, you pick up that golden goblet. It gives you a map piece, and the map piece will let you pick an extra move that you can use in the next levels, which you'll see here shortly. But first, you get the password. Password lets you punch it in to pick the level you want to go to, so it doesn't save it, but you put in the password, and it lets you start at the level you finished last. Really missed that. Thoroughly enjoyed that about old games. And here's the next move you can pick from that map piece. So nonetheless, that's going to do it for this episode, this video. We do have other videos planned for the levels 2, 3, and so on. If that's something you want to see, let us know in the comments. Hit that like button, and until next time, peace.